Hello, everybody. Welcome to ROM Hack Races. Get settled. Hope everyone can get comfortable. I am your host for today, RB Pimlico. Unfortunately, everyone else is away having a little gamer vacation off in GDQ land. So I hope everyone's doing well tonight. I hope you're ready for, in my own personal opinion, what I think is going to be a pretty tough one for a lot of people. But for some, and I've heard the term float around here and there amongst people, some call them Cape Sickos. This might be a slightly different experience. But hi, welcome everyone. Shovda bringing us to level tonight. BeeKaay's Missing Donut. Now, I did take a look at this throughout the week for testing purposes. I don't want to reveal too much up front before everyone can get a chance to see it at the same time, but I would expect a little bit of Yoshi and I would expect a little bit of flying, and I might expect those two things to happen together. How is everyone doing tonight? How is everyone's Saturday? Hopefully the week went well. Hopefully you're ready for a lot of Mario. The rundown of the scores, incidentally, we have a length of 4. All right, so not very long sections. We're going to expect to see execution of 7. High number. Really being floated by just the very nature of making your Yoshi fly, which is a high-intensity execution event, which once we see the levels start to take off, I'll try to talk about it as much as I can. I don't know that I could be considered myself a Cape Sicko, but I will do my best to convey what little knowledge I have. Complexity of 5, so less complexity than execution. So I think a lot of this level is just going to come down to how well you can control your Mario while they're flying around on Yoshi. It looks like everyone's just about getting set up. I see we have Flips, Bad, Germ Dove, Ike, and You Fail Me up on the board right now. And I believe we have in total, let me look back at the tool, I believe 16 racers all together, perhaps, which is great. 16 people willing to take on this this challenge. And yes, sorry, as people are noting now, an absolutely beautiful portrait of BeeKaay up on the screen for all of us to enjoy. Wherever BeeKaay is, I hope they're doing fantastic, and I hope they know that we're all thinking about them. Once again, thank you to Shovda for making this level. Thank you to Spirit of Fen for doing the restream. Thank you to all of the scouts and everyone else that is making this current operation run. Thank you to all the testers and everyone else behind the scenes for keeping, for getting us all ready for today and for keeping the entire thing running for so far 324 weeks. Absolutely amazing. Shovda, you can't say sorry yet. Everyone's gonna love it. No one will be injured by the flying Yoshis. I think we're all gonna come out happy on the other side. Proto Pizza, thank you for the good luck from GDQ. Please, if you see the rest of the ROM Hack Races crew out there in GDQ land, please tell them we all say hi. All right, we're only 17 seconds out from kicking this level off. Hopefully all the racers are ready. Everyone has stretched, limbered up, prepared for intense Mario action. And we are in. There we go. BeeKaay forgot to eat a donut during food percent. Okay, and we are straight into it. All right, so now as you can see, all of our players, and everyone, Flips, turned up, Ike, You Fail Me. We can see that they've been practicing their Yoshi flight. You Fail Me, actually everyone doing an incredible job getting through the first obstacle faster than I can even talk about it. So I'll try a little bit while these gamers are doing their thing. I will talk a little bit about Yoshi flight. If you look up at Flips Bad right now, it's the upper left. You can see him making use of what I call the rowing method. You kind of have to half turn Yoshi opposite the direction you want to go and keep kind of rowing to keep him moving. Most of the other gamers, you can see You Fail Me at the bottom with some excellent mastery of very slow moving, we're going to call it tongue flight. And switching back to the rowing, alternating between rowing and tongue flight. Wow, You Fail Me is making incredible progress, as is Flipspad, both of them in the same exact spot, literally already. You Fail Me can even see a goal. Now, You Fail Me is doing an excellent job of wondering, that's probably not the goal I want to get. He's got to very carefully, he's going to row fly underneath, pop up. Oh, good job dodging those thwomps there. Flipspad basically tied with them. They're both up. They both got the spit. You Fail Me has the dismount, and now he's got to creep under there. Flipspad is right behind them, also grabbing the key. They're doing their little wiggles. They're wiggling underneath. You Fail Me is on the other side, and then double Q-tubs to victory already. You Fail Me with a clear in 1 minute and 57 seconds. That's outstanding. Flipspad right behind them. Just got to get those 2 key jumps. Can they get it in there? Just one more, Flipspad. I know you can do it. Now, Louie here joining us on the screen. Germ Dove looks like they're thinking in the corner there. Oh, and they get it. Flipspad gets it. And I'm pretty sure Shovda did not force you to bring the key with you. I don't think you need to stop your Mario. So I think Flipspad is okay. And yes, they are. We have 2 racers done before I was even able to half describe the 2 ways to execute Yoshi Fly. This is exactly what I expected to see. Huge GGs to both of those gamers. This is exactly what I expected. I knew the Cape Sickos were going to come out in force, and we're seeing that exactly right now. Ike also, right at the same spot. They keep Yoshi flying. That is incredible. You saw them. They kind of lost composure there for a second. But they're not. They're doing this nice and careful, changing direction. Oh, can they get this recovery? No! So close to an absolutely incredible recovery there. Jerndub and Louie both, they know what they need to do. They're just getting forward. Blue Ribbon High Life joining us on the screen as well. Louie understanding they're going to need to get that that shell in their mouth there, but just not being able to get it right then. Second GDQ with Yoshi Fly. How many ROM hack races have had it? That is a wonderful question that I do not know. At least 2 that I can remember playing, though. TJB now joining us on the screen. Well, all right, and it looks like Ike is eager to get back to where they were before. They know exactly what they have to do. They've seen the entire design. They know what they need to do to get out of this level. They just need to actually do it. And again, you can see fluidly everyone, all of these players going back and forth between the 2 methods of Yoshi Flight. You can see Ike doing that rowing method that I was talking about. Well, half turn row. Okay, now they've got the clearance. They're off their Yoshi. They're in. Now they just have to do their little scoots and their little hops. All right, Germ Dub is back. Looks like Germ Dub is doing some thinking. Now they're back to operations. TJB getting the shell in hand there. TJB, definitely a known Cape Sicko. I think they're going to get through this in pretty good time as well. And we've got the clear from Ike. They get it. GG Ike SMB. Excellent display of Cape and Yoshi mastery. Got TJB and Louie more or less the same spot. TJB a little further ahead. They're scoping it out. They're taking a look. They understand what they need to do. They see the key. They can tell that that is not a goalpost that they want to cross. JCSII joining us as well. Oh, okay. So JCS doing what I did as well during testing, just scouting ahead. They lost their Yoshi. They're sad about it, but they're trying to get a look at what's coming up. Oh, and TJB taking the fall there. But again, they've seen plenty of the level. They know what they need to do. Now, JCS may also be thinking like, you know what, maybe I can just cheese the level. Maybe Shovda didn't think of everything, and I can squeeze by and not have to learn or not have to execute what the intended strats. But we'll see. We'll come back to them when the time is right. Curtis Chida now joining us as well. See the nice row method, moving from the rowing method right into the tongue pump method. And the very simple description or explanation of why you need to do these things when you're flying with Yoshi is in my very rudimentary understanding, when you're on Yoshi, right? When you have takeoff meter, you get off Yoshi, get onto Yoshi while flying. You're still flying, but just Yoshi isn't smart enough to not turn around when you need to pump your cape. Mario's still there in flight mode, and normally you just keep pressing back to pump your cape, but unfortunately Yoshi just keeps turning around every time you do that. But Yoshi can't turn around with their tongue out, so that's why the tongue. Oh, TJB is getting there. Look at TJB. Can they single tile chimney? One tile chimney? My God, they do it! TJB with a single tile chimney climb. Absolutely amazing. And now they have the trivial task of just getting 2 little key jumps, and they are in there and out of there, and they do it. TJB easily taking first place for style points, I think. I don't think that's gonna get topped today. Absolutely incredible. Forming the new Cape tier list, I think so. We see JCS thinking a bit there. I think they have their game paused. They're just they're reviewing their options, thinking about their way forward. Blue Ribbon High Life on Curtis and Louie. Oh, we see Louie just kind of lost composition there, or composure there, but again, they know exactly what they need to do. Curtis, I maybe saw a cheeky little wanting to check whether or not they can fly under. Shovda, of course, did their due diligence to make sure that that is not possible. And now we are joined by Bunker Games 82. Curtis understands the task and moving forward there. Just going to try to get the spit. TJB, thank you for the raid. An excellent clear. Very, very impressive one tile chimney climb. Oh, Louie trying to switch to the rowing method there. Just kind of lost. They lost momentum a little bit too much and just couldn't get in the rhythm there. Switching between the two in a confined space like what you have to do here, where Louie is again right at the moment. Once you get the shell in Yoshi's mouth, can be a little tricky and kind of disorienting. Oh, there we go. Now they just gotta switch back. Perfect. Now we see Louie progressing here up to the Goomba walk, I believe it is. There we go. And now this is just, you see Louie doing this walk here. This is just classic speed management. Excellent. Okay, now they just need to climb back up, keep their composure, and get that key. Blue Ribbon, Bunker, and Curtis. Curtis now also at the Goomba walk. Oh, and Louie, again, just trying to switch back and forth from those two flight methods and just not getting into the rhythm. Convincing yourself that you've got forward momentum, Yoshi facing the correct opposite direction, and then getting into that rowing rhythm can be disorienting at times. We see Louie there again. I think that was just an accidental swipe across their controller, accidentally hit the A button. This is why we saw the 7 execution, 5 complexity, right? This is you know what to do, you can see it on the screen. It's just getting your fingers to do what you want them to do when you want them to do it. We see Louie again just kind of scoping out. They know what's coming up. I'm sure they're just curious whether or not they can cheese anything. And you know what? We can't fault them for that. All right, they see the design. They know they can't fly underneath. Now they know what they need to do. And I think Blue Ribbon's doing the same thing as well. I mean, it's hard to resist, right? You have the cape. There's a lot of opportunities. You think maybe there's a, maybe they missed something. Maybe there's a gap. Maybe there's something I can exploit. So Scope out, take your time. Good, we're seeing good flight control from Curtis Prides down in the corner, left corner, bottom left corner. They've seen a good portion of the level already. I expect them to make good progress here. This could even be the run for them if they don't land. Ooh, that was close. Curtis already back up to the Goomba walk here. See if they can. Oh, and they get stopped. You need to control your speed there. Obviously, you can't go too slow. Louis hitting zero speed there, unfortunately. Is this feasible without Yoshi? Obviously Shovda would know better than me, but while playtesting it, I did not find any way to force your way through, at the very least, the last setup. If Mario can tunnel through walls, then yes, maybe. Otherwise, maybe not. Oh, Louis losing. Oh no, Louis holding on to it. Ah, no, they hit 0 speed there. Yes, you need the key through the wall at the end, and unless there, you know, I feel like I always make room for, hey, there could be some Kuso stuff that I don't understand that maybe can break it, but with everything I know about Mario, I don't think there's any way past that without Yoshi. We see bunker games flying around there, just kind of getting the handle on the Yoshi. Blue Ribbon, I think, taking a second to think. We see Blue Ribbon again flying forward with without Yoshi. I think they're just wanting to scope things out. Again, I did the same thing when I tested this as well. With a null sprite. There we go. Null sprites solve everything. Oh, we got Germ Dub on the screen now as well. You, Mario, welcome in. Don't worry, it's still going on. All right, we're seeing, again, Curtis with great control. At every approach that I've seen them coming up to this, they get a good speed pretty quickly, which is impressive. Louis just trying to work out the rhythm there, trying to get the tongue in the right place at the right time. Bring a shell back to the start and eat cancel it. Flips, that's thinking outside of the box. All right, we got good forward movement from Curtis here. Back to the Goomba walk, or the Loomba walk, maybe. Oh, excellent job. All right, Louis. Oh, and Louis loses. Just can't get that the height there. Rope Games joining us on the stream. And I feel like everyone kind of right now, which doesn't come as a surprise, everyone's kind of in the same spot. You know, this first, the flip between getting to the shell and then moving forward with it in your mouth, turning around, and then actually spinning it accurately, right? There's a little bit of a that's where the execution complexity comes in, and also then keeping the on-off enough on screen that it'll actually interact. So, and I think that's that little bit of a bottleneck at the moment. Louis getting past it. Oh, but then just again losing the rhythm there. Oh, and Curtis landing, unfortunate. Well, they're thinking about it. Maybe they're on the same page as Flips right now. Maybe they're thinking, how can I get this shell in Yoshi's mouth and break everything? Oh, Louis again taking the fall. That's one of the toughest well, kind of turns in this level there, just going back and forth between the different flight strats and spinning a shell accurately, which is underrated hard thing to do in Super Mario World. All right, looks like if Louis can get back up, we got a chance. Oh no, and they respawn the shell and blocks them out. You love the shell respawn. All right, Curtis in the same spot there. Oh, and they land again. No, well, they are. It does look like they're. Okay, no, that was an accidental landing. For a second there, I thought maybe Curtis had a plan. Curtis again with the good control there. I like they're really like able to get down to the speed they need and stay in a place that they actually want to keep their Yoshi. And again, get into that same spot. You turn around, get the shell out of Yoshi's mouth, and then regain composure. It's a really tough turn. Louis in the same spot. Oh, they keep Yoshi flight by destroying the shell. Unfortunate. Yeah, absolutely fantastic shell jump, just not where they wanted to do it. Curtis with the hit. Oh, and then again I feel like there's a temptation, especially because you've been there for a while. Once you spit that shell, I do think there's probably a strong temptation to turn around and keep moving forward. But sometimes it's worth it to take the time, go backwards a little bit. If that's the direction you're facing already, all you need is control and height. Take your time, get control of your Yoshi, and then you can turn around and move forward. Louis, shell in mouth, loses some height there, but they're doing exactly that. They say I can go backwards for a bit. All right. Ooh, ooh. And they finally fall. This is some tough stuff. Yoshi, we saw a lot of people get through very quickly certified Cape Sickos of the highest caliber. But like if you only watch that I feel like it's impossible to appreciate how difficult this is, how much of kind of like a thumb twister these techniques are at times. Oh, and for just that 1 second there, Louis gets 0 speed and loses the rhythm. Can't keep it going. Really, I like the line that you watched what Germ Dove just did there. The line that they're taking to get underneath those thwomps in one fluid motion there. All right, Curtis back up to the walk. They need a little speed, and they don't go at it fast enough. Okay, they're going to find themselves blocked, unfortunately. When we first built this level, it took 40 minutes to clear. Everything fast to that is amazing. Anything fast, any clear at all is amazing. But yes, that is that's wonderful context. Good slow approach from Louis here. Germ Dove pretty much exactly in the same spot. Oh, Germ Dove drops. Louis with a chance here. They need the height. Oh, and they drop it, unfortunately. They just a little overhold on the, you know, pumping there. Accidentally went to 0 speed and just fell down. Louis and Curtis both pretty much the same spot there. And again, oh, Louis just falling, getting 0 speed, not being able to turn and recover fast enough. Curtis now at the same spot, trying to get the height to get up to that Gloomba. Oh, and they didn't. I think they didn't have faith. Oh no, they get caught in the blocks and crushed. I think they lost faith that they were actually going to connect with the question block there. I saw the math going on in their head. They thought, I'm a little too far forward. I just gotta be ready to turn around and cycle this again, but they actually got it. Ooh. Curtis just getting hit by one of those swamps there. Rogue Gaming and Germ Dove also taking that nice line under the swamps. They both understand what to do as well. Just a matter of getting that height, and also it's even just getting up to where that shell is at the right time, and getting Yoshi to stick their tongue out and get the shell. Like, just that alone is, you know, shouldn't underestimate the challenge and even the simple maneuvers that we're seeing all of these players do right now. Curtis maintaining composure, finding their position. They get the spit, but they are off screen. They despawn the shell. Oh no. Louis back to the Galumba. They knew that they weren't lined up for it. And then they just can't regain composure in time. Rough situation for Curtis there. Curtis might have just seen an idea there for a second, and I will say this is how I did this when I was playtesting. I never bothered to try to get it in the basket. I just kind of went far and down on the opposite side and just hit the backside of the on-off block. I think Curtis might have been staring at that and thinking the same thing for a second, because they were just right next to it. If they keep having trouble with the despawn, they may decide to go that direction. JCS joining us on the screen again. Oh, and Louis trying really hard to keep everything on the screen, and just gets too close to the on-off block. Ooh. Curtis, the unfortunate lineup there. Curtis accidentally landing again. It's like Louis having the same fate, thinking hard about what they can do. Louis also, I think, I don't know if that was intentional, but maybe Louis is also thinking, what if I just hit it from the other side? Oh, Curtis with another chance here. Oh, they're just a little slow to speed up there. That is a very tough section, getting through that that Galumba walk with, you know, the speed that you need without getting crushed or blocked behind anything. I think just kind of lost control. Okay. Good recovery for Louis there. They're going nice and slow, getting the height they need. And excellent job from them not panicking there when they were running up against those walls. Okay, they know what they need to do. They just need to get that key in their mouth. Oh. Good recovery, Louis. They're keeping it going. No, and they fall. Oh, unfortunate. Germ Dove at the shell now. Curtis at the Goomba walk. Oh, and Germ Dove while trying to switch again between the two flight methods, just loses composure there and falls. Louis, it looks to me from here, from this position, that Louis is getting more and more comfortable with that shell, with the shell setup. Now they just got to learn the rest and make sure they can get through it. Yoshi does fall very fast when you hit 0 speed, you kind of lose the rhythm. You're at the bottom of the screen before you know it. Oh, and Germ Dove again. I understand. I think what I just saw there was, you know, I tried to gently switch between and get under here with the shell in my mouth, and that didn't work. So now I'm just gonna try to hold as hard as I can and hope it works out. Unfortunately, did not. Blue Ribbon High Life, thank you for the raid. Louis taking a second to think there, it looks like. Germ Dove with the unfortunate landing. They're just kind of processing, like, the size of the space and what they're going to need to do to get through there properly. Good speed control from Curtis there. I think they probably wanted to duck underneath the swamps and then just realized they were too high. Switched gears really quickly there. Impressive. All right, there we go. They're moving forward. Good control from Louis here. I think they've got a whole rhythm for that section now. I think we're gonna see kind of compounding progress from Louis here. They just gotta get used to freeing that Goomba. And there they go. All right, now let's see if we can see the same composure. Oh, and they try. I don't mind that. I actually like, as long as you can kind of keep your wits about you, if you want to say it like that. I think the rowing method can end up being really good when you have to Yoshi fly in small spaces. As long as you just kind of remember what direction you have momentum or what direction you're facing. I think Louis was thinking the same thing, just couldn't quite get their rhythm established fast enough. And we got Louis again. I think that in the past 4 or 5 attempts, I don't think I've seen Louis drop the shell setup. So they've got the rhythm now. That's good. Curtis with the Goomba. They're doing the walk again. Let's see if they can get... Oh, and they get eaten by the first wall again. I understand wanting to keep that nice, slow, controlled speed. I get being afraid of, like, you're smacking up against the wall and then you're at 0 speed and then you're worried about recovering, but they might just need to... it's a balance between those two things, right? And I understand what they're going for. Maybe they need to start trying to do a little both. Got Nick's kills, Bunker Games, Curtis, and Louis on the screen right now. Looks like Nick's kills knows their way through the shell setup as well. Oh, there we go. Okay. And Louis did there exactly what I said, just hitting it from the other side. Not worried about it despawning off screen. Oh, good. Really good flying from Bunker Games there. Unfortunately, just the timing of when they spit and what the direction they're still moving, they did despawn the shell. But good flying from them. Nick's getting themselves in an interesting situation there. Oh no, and they can't recover. They try to fly underneath the on-off switch and end up just crushing themselves. Louis moving towards the Balloomba again. Curtis right behind them. Nick's kills right behind the two of them. Oh, and Louis I see exactly what, you know, they had a good idea there, good movements, just leaned a little too far back, got crushed by the wall. Oh, and Louis accidentally landing on that on-off block. That is unfortunate. Bunker, oh no, Bunker gets through the shell setup and just loses composure right on the other side. Unfortunate. Fun fact, the key jumps at the end of this level are because of the last level in Nix's Chateau Pousseau. Interesting, I have not seen any of said chateau. Oh, Louis going for the bonk there. I think they're seeing already that they're misaligned, so they're just recycling there. Nick's kills up at the same spot. There we go, and the Balloomba is free. Louis with great speed here. Oh, but they must have seen it, and I'm sure they were thinking like, I'm a little slow. Trust your instincts there. Key jumps are harder with Kate. I think I can agree to that. They're definitely different. If you've got key jump timing really wired into your brain, Kate key jump timing is gonna throw you for a little bit of a loop. Good luck to all the racers. Thank you, Olga. I'm sure they all appreciate it. Racers have been doing excellent today. Getting this Yoshi stuff, you know, working and moving is quite a feat, and we've seen impressive work from everyone so far. Nick's ending up underneath the on-off block again there. At this point, I think they might just like the strap. And then they do it again. I think they're doing it for style. They have to be doing it for style at this point. And they are climbing their way up. Can they get the height and the position they want to get this Balloomba out of there? Oh, they hit 0. They can't recover. Yes, Flips and You Fail Me both finished with incredible time. And TJB as well, not that far behind them. I believe I'm sorry, I think I'm forgetting another finisher as well. But yeah, some really, really incredible stuff already. All right, Curtis in position here. They just got to get the climb. Ah, unfortunate. Yes, sorry, thank you so much, Myth. Yes, You Fail Me Flips, Ike, and TJB already through the gauntlet. Louis just taking a second to think there. Not a bad idea, even in a race setting. You think you want to go fast, but sometimes just sitting and thinking is what you need to do. Collecting yourself, making a plan. Review your assumptions. Nick's kills just going slow and steady there, trying to get the height for the shell. Ooh, and Bunker there with the shell, the shell in possession, but the on-off switch in the wrong position. Unfortunate. Good try from Nyx there. Curtis, much lower than they want to be, and I think they just say, you know what, at this point, why don't I just reset? Maybe not the worst decision. Watching them all get better at Cape. I think I am seeing gamers actively learning on screen right now. Well, and Curtis keeps. Oh no, I think, you know what? I think Curtis had given up there, thinking that the shell had despawned. They maybe should have kept hope for a little bit longer. And Louis in the corner there, still writing out their game plan. And then Nick's getting just caught by that swamp there. Volpe Senpai and 100 Rooms of Kuso, both aggressive training arcs for these gamers. And I like this little, Nick's trying to do a little rowing climb within, just like staying within a 2-tile space here. Oh, and Nick's with the fantastic off-screen movement there. Just can't recover from it. We have Germ Dove back up on the screen. Curtis with a nice gentle approach, getting back to the Galumba. Looks like I think they're just gonna get it. Yep. So now they just have to trust their speed. There we go. Okay. Oh no, they hit 0. They're trying to switch to the row, which is not a bad decision at all. Just kind of lost composure there. But I think seeing how Curtis was approaching that time, I think they're thinking exactly what we were talking about just a couple minutes ago, that, you know, they're really afraid of smacking into the walls going too fast, but they keep getting crushed going too slow. So maybe they gotta kind of find the middle ground now. Germ Dove just kind of, again, losing composure there right at the shell bit. Oh, and Curtis, I see it, tired of despawning that shell or getting the on-off just barely off screen, tries to just kind of come back and have everything nice and close together. Unfortunately, just overshoots by a tile or two. Nyx again with the trying to fly under. Catches a little bit of the on-off block. Gets crushed. Will this level get added to the food percent run? That's a wonderful question. Maybe this is This is added as an emergency level if you realize you forgot to eat a donut. And you have to eat a donut and play this level. Bakara, you want a donut? I don't blame you. Akawo, if you or someone you love is thinking about getting into running food percent, think about it longer. It's a lonely leaderboard. You know, it might just be Shovda and I. I can't remember if anyone else has a submitted run. But it's not the best for your stomach. Curtis, again, looking for that recovery. Hoping to get up to that Kalumba. Greg, with the pro advice, at least get a live deal out of it. Germ Dove tries to recover position there, just can't quite do it. It looks like JCS joining us again now. A live deal intervention. The live deals are starting to claim too much health and happiness. Bunker Games going back at it. JCS, I think, also taking a second to think there. Curtis also just taking a second, maybe letting their hands rest. And now we have Alyssa SMW up on the board. Oh, and they are far. Excellent. They've already seen the first goal tape that you don't want. Curtis almost recovers there. Taking a second to emotionally steel themselves for more of this experience. I think there might be a healthy amount of that as well. Alyssa throws a little early there. I think misses the bucket. Alyssa taking a landing there. Losing flight. It is a tough... The spaces don't look that tight. If you're looking at the screen, you're thinking like, well, you know, almost the whole screen is kind of open. It is amazing how tight these spaces feel when you're, you know, flopping around with Yoshi. Good control from Alyssa here, finding their spot. Excellent. And look at the speed that they achieve there on the turnaround as well. That's great. No trouble getting the height they're going to need. They just need to hold that rhythm. And not get flustered when you accidentally turn around. Because you're going to accidentally turn around a lot. It only takes a couple frames of holding the D-pad. There we go. Recovered. Now they just need to line up with that question block. There we go. We have a... Oh, no! They see that a little too fast. They want to slow down. Think too many things at once. See, Flips is working behind the scenes to break the level apart. We appreciate that effort. Good throw from Curtis there, and I think they were really convinced that the on-off block was in on screen enough that they weren't going to have any despawn trouble or screen edge trouble. Unfortunately, that was the wrong assumption. Great execution on the shell bit from Melissa there. They just need to climb back up now. They lose composure. Again, very easy to do in these positions. Climbing all the way up and hitting a specific tile, you know, it is a challenging ask. It's simple, it's easy to understand, really hard to execute when it's your Mario on that Yoshi. Oh, Curtis with another shot at it. They know they're going too slow, and they're hesitant to speed up. Yes, pinched once again. The Goomba section, I am not surprised to see is halting a lot of progress here. It is... Even just with normal cape, the prospect of, you know, hitting a reliable controlled speed, avoiding, you know, running into walls and hitting zero, it's already hard and scary. And when you're also on Yoshi with all of those extra variables, the, you know, different flying techniques to have to think about, it is daunting. It's daunting and hard to get a handle on. Curtis narrowly avoids landing on the on-off block there. That's really good control. And they don't drop it. Excellent. Fantastic. All right, Curtis with another shot at the Balloomba. And there it is. Okay. Okay. Oh, and they're through. And Curtis is on the other side. They see the key. No, and they were scared. I understand that. No, and they lose it. They saw a bit more there. That's good. I don't know how many times they have gotten past the last Goomba wall there. So even just the knowledge, you know, the learning opportunity there, I think is still worth it. How strange tongueless feels compared to normal cape flying. Yes, it definitely does. It's the tongueless is up to this point what I referred to as the rowing method, because it feels like rowing to me. But yes, it is. You have to establish, you have to make sure you're going in one direction, make sure Yoshi is facing the other direction, and then you're just kind of pumping, you press forward, get Yoshi to half turn, and then push back again to get him to face backwards. It's a very strange feeling series of inputs. And you do have to be a bit heavy-handed, but you can't get lazy. You can't get lazy and just sit on a direction, or before you know it, you're pulling yourself backwards. Curtis, really good switch between the rowing and the tongue techniques there. All right, and then that's after you see. Did you see them add that tiny little bit of speed there? Preemptively too. I think they're tired of getting eaten by the wall, and they are responding appropriately. All right, very nice, good control there, getting up to the key, and they have it in hand. We know that they have good row control, so I think they're gonna see the next obstacle at the very least. They do. They get the spit. Oh, we're gonna see another recovery. I believe in you. And they go down. I thought we were gonna see a second attempt at the patented TJB one tile climb. Oh, and Alyssa just barely misses the Gluma there. That's okay. They have plenty of chances at it. Good hit there. Their speed is actually excellent. They might not need to do that much adjustment, but they do anyway. That's okay. Tried Yoshi Cave once and it made your eyebrows catch on fire. That is a recognized potential side effect, and you should see a doctor immediately if you have flaming eyebrows during Yoshi Club. Alyssa, a little high, a little far back there for that spit. Current rotation again: JCS, Bunker Games, Curtis Trides, and Alyssa SMW. And from the looks of it, they all have comparable knowledge of the level. I think they've all comfortably seen up to the Galumba setup, I believe. Curtis maybe with the most vision beyond that at this point. I am not. No, and Alyssa as well. We have seen Alyssa get to the other side of the key at least once. So this is, and again, this is right in line with Execution 7, Complexity 5. They've seen it. They just got to get their hands to do what they need their hands to do. Alyssa is through again, speaking of. Now they just need to get up to that key. All right, they lost some height there, but they're trying to maintain composure. And also, I appreciate a lot that Alyssa is using the entire space provided. Excellent. Okay. No, and they're too high. And they get... Shovda was so nice to give us an early bull tape there. Unfortunately, not nice enough to give us somewhere to land. Surprise, it was just the eyebrows. Flipped, I have heard it can spread. JCS taking a second there. I think as Shovda said before, stealing themselves mentally and emotionally for what is to come. Louis and Curtis, Louis joining us again. Louis and Curtis at pretty much the same spot. Alyssa right behind them. Well, and Alyssa narrowly avoids landing on the switch again. Most K pros prepared with a fire extinguisher. It's, you know, it's a tough hobby. Ooh, Alyssa takes a fall. Louis at the same spot with a chance here, and they also take a fall. I think we saw JCS there doing a little like mechanical warm-up before taking off. Louis back to the Galumba. And they just narrowly miss it. Alyssa right behind them. Curtis losing a little. They just missed one pump there, but they don't lose hope and they don't lose fortitude. That's great. Going for the recovery. Alyssa right back to it as well. Oh, and while I've been talking about others, oh, Louis is still alive. No, Louis drops it. Louis had the key in hand there, and again, we know they've seen everything, so they know exactly what they need to do with it. At this point, it is just getting the hands to do what you need them to do. Alyssa lands again. It looks like you have so much space, and very suddenly when it's actually you on that Yoshi, it feels so tiny. So you have no room and no margin for error. You bet the chemical shower water is disgusting. You're probably right, but it also beats losing your eyebrow hair to Yoshi Flight. Good positioning and spit from Curtis there. And straight up to the Kalumba. No struggle to regain the height. They recognize they're going a little too slow. They hold forward. I don't blame them for that. And I think they were a little shy to gain height backwards because they didn't want to get caught by the wall again. And Alyssa taking another fall as well. Curtis with another shot at it. Yeah, and they get themselves trapped. Unfortunate. Curtis just missing the basket there. I think they were actually considering just respawning the setup, which is not a bad idea. It doesn't quite work out for them. Oh, Alyssa misses one. Looks like they just missed one input there. And they can't recover from it. Louis trying to get the height. Looks like they have it now. Oh, good speed. Good speed. They might just be able to coast. They get a little nervous about their position right at the end there. Unfortunate. They might have just been able to creep by without doing any adjustment. Curtis right back to it as well. They know they're going slow. Okay, good recovery. Good recovery. Excellent. Excellent. They're through again, and now they just need to not get flustered. A reminder again that not getting flustered is truly, for anyone doing this, the #1 enemy. This is it's very mechanically confusing inputs, and you have to adjust very quickly to things all over the place. Are you close to a wall? Are you close to the ceiling? Do you have 0 speed? Do you have, what speed do you have in what direction? It's a lot. There's a lot, and you know, the practice makes perfect, of course, but I think even the most practice can get a bit flustered. Tongueless pump to press against the wall, pull away and repeat. Yeah, and Flips, that I think we saw Nyx doing that specifically to get height to get up to the Galooba. They were doing that exact thing. So that is a great tip. And yes, and TJB is right. It is timed, so you have to be ready, right? You be ready to only do that once or twice, and then know that you're gonna have to flop forward and then do it on the next wall. But that's good context from some absolute Cape sickos of the highest caliber. Louis trying to get the height in position for the Balloomba. Alyssa right behind them. And it looks like Alyssa's going to get there first for this attempt to get the Balloomba. They have good speed, still good speed. They might be a little hot behind right now. They are... Oof. Curtis with another attempt there. And they, again, they're just hoping that speed's gonna work out. And it's just a little too slow. Again, I understand that completely and I don't mind it. It's the prospect of slamming against the wall, unless you know these little tricks. It's definitely scary. Good movement from Louis. Curtis right behind them. Oh, and Curtis accidentally throws the wrong way. That is unfortunate. But they know that they can just go back and get the shell again. It's good awareness. And perfect. Curtis is right back in it, approaching the Balloomba again. They're short by just a couple pixels. And unfortunately, and again, there's the, you know, you turning around over and over again in your head, remembering which direction you're going, how much height you need. Easy to just kind of lose composure. Louis trying to get the height here. Good execution from Alyssa. Right back to the Balloomba again. Losing a little bit of height there, but I think they can recover. Oh no, and they get the shell respawn. Alyssa taking a second, collecting himself. Louis on the approach. Looks like they'll have the height. Oh, then they got it. All right. They're going to need a little more speed. They recognize it. Okay. This speed is perfect. They are through. Height is not that bad as long as they don't miss any inputs. I might be cursing them. Commentators curse. Sorry, Louis. I didn't mean to do it. No, and they had the height. They thought they gave themselves just the tiniest bit. Oh, and I think Alyssa has gone. offline. And Germ Dove joins us again. There have been 4 clears, I believe. You Fail Me, Flips Bad, Ike SMB, and TJB0607. Curtis getting right to the end there of the Galoombas section, taking a fall. Louis with another shot at it. Oh, and Curtis just barely missing there. Yes, You Fail Me is clear. That was not hard to do, as You Fail Me was 1:44, Flips Bad 2:15, Ike SMB 4:24, and TJB 7 minutes and 6 seconds. So there's definitely the 4 clears that we have seen so far were blink and you miss them. Oh, and Germ Dove just losing their rhythm there. Yeah, absolutely incredible work from those 4 that have cleared so far. Incredible work from everyone else sticking with it, and we've seen multiple of these players have the ending on the screen. So a lot have been very, very close. They just need that little bit of clutch to get them through the other side. Curtis, great momentum here, great movement. Curtis through again. Now they just need to do the climb to get to this key. And with how difficult it is just to get this far in the level to get to the other side of that Galoomba walk, you know, even though getting this key, and they lose it. Getting this key is the same exercise as getting to the shell, but you can't, for those of us watching from home, cannot underestimate the impact of nerves and just the not wanting to sacrifice progress each time. And Louis is through good height, but they need to turn around, and this is where a lot of problems come in. Easy to lose an input right here, but they don't. They get it, okay, and they recover. Look at that. Look at that speed. Look at the control. They're through. They've got them out of the way. They know they. Oh no! And they knew what they needed to do. They knew they were too low. I think Lou is already thinking, I'm going to turn around, get momentum in the opposite direction so I can get height. And they were very afraid of tripping the gold tape there when they still had a good couple tiles room of overhead. People signed up for last week were still signed up even if they weren't racing. Thank you for the context, Flips. I had looked at the scouting tool and it had said 16 altogether, but thank you, Flips. I was probably just completely wrong. The scouting tool is a liar, and I unfortunately was a liar to all of you. I apologize. If the numbers are right now, it might be 12 altogether, but I am not sure. I'm not positive of that. I think I can say for sure that they're. Oh, and okay, and Louis trying to execute the I think Flips' theory about breaking the level. Hard to do in a tight space, but you can do it. Yeah, and it looked like they had maybe even gotten it. For context, I believe Louis within the last year, and I'm sorry I don't remember which level it was, but I believe Louis did something very similar and achieved a section of a level by doing exactly that, by canceling a shell and then doing, I don't remember what with it. Oh, making a disco shell, I believe, is maybe what they did. Which, of course, as someone that tested, I remember testing that level and feeling bad that I missed that, but just goes to show how much all of you know about Mario. How is GlitchCat doing? I hope very well. I'm under the impression that everyone that's not here is just not here because they're at GDQ, having a little gamer vacation and having the times of their lives. And I hope that that is true. Louis stuck at 0 speed there, frantically paddling left and right in hopes of getting a little tongueless flight started, but just not committing enough momentum in either direction. Oh, and they do it again. Unfortunate. Louis with the very careful approach here. Is that maybe 2 speed that Louis is cruising on right there? Excellent speed control. All right, they know they're going to need to give it a little bit of gas. There we go. Perfect. And the recovery. And they're set. They're golden again. Okay. Easy climb. Easy climb up to the key. Oh, and they lose it on the turnaround. Good movements from Curtis here. I've noticed that all of these players, while it's not the same approach, they're honing in on, you know, repeatable, specific execution for each of these obstacles. And I think as progress starts happening more and more for them is when they start repeating those things in exactly the same way. Curtis has got the nice low spit approach for the shell. Louis has kind of like a higher opposite movement, but they've all got their strats that are working for them and they keep going back to them reliably. Germ Dove with kind of a similar approach to Louis there for that. Louis almost back to the Galumba. JCS taking another moment there. Oh, okay, they're still going. I thought their feed froze there for a second. Curtis is through the Galumba. Louis almost catching up. Takes the fall. Okay. No, and Curtis just barely dips off screen there. They had recovered, but they recovered so low. I think they hit the death floor. Oh. Ah. Good attempt there from Curtis to keep things going. Germ Dove, trying to use the space to their advantage to regain height there. It gets that devious shell respawn. Citrus Gremlin, thank you so much for all of your help and work scouting. And for the resub. We appreciate everything that you do. Thank you so much. Louis again can't get the rhythm, and Germ Dove meets the same fate. Good attempt there from Germ Dove. They got really close to accidentally landing. I thought they had saved it. Wow, Curtis getting that all-in-one fluid motion, and they didn't even think that was going to happen. They were very ready to turn back around. We have ourselves a Galumba. Looks like we've got the right speed. We do. All right, Curtis is through the Galumba gauntlet again. Good control, good patience, good speed. All right, we've got a key. No, and I get Curtis afraid of their speed there. Man. Good attempt, though. Good attempt. We're all learning what happens when BK forgets a donut. Yes, we are. I do wonder. I'm not sure what I hope, which direction I hope, but I do wonder if an unforeseen consequence is a flood of people getting interested in doing food percent. I'm not sure if Shovda would be happy if that was the outcome of her level, but hey, we don't know. God help us all. Was almost John's the Bleaker. BK was okay with the poke at him. Good. Good. Oh, good attempt from Germ Dove there. You can actually, if you hit the on-off from the right side, like Germ Dove did there, possibly by accident, it's surprisingly not hard to just get a shell jump off of that, which I did multiple times while testing. And then boom, you got the height you want, and you just continue in the opposite direction. Unfortunate landing from Germ Dove there. Oh, and Louis unfortunately runs into those swamps there. Louis getting closer and closer and closer. As are both Curtis and Germ Dove. Said you can get the colors better for the title screen. Flips, did you design the cover? I think it's a beautiful portrait. Oh, the spree made the image. Well, the spree, the portrait is beautiful. Curtis and Germ Dove basically in the exact same spot. They were completely synced up there for a second. Germ Dove falls. Curtis with a chance to keep it moving. Louis right behind. JCS taking another attempt. Well, I think I'm not sure they succeeded in getting Yoshi Flight there. I couldn't tell what happened. On Louis is keeping it moving. They're through. Now again, it's the same new trouble spot. Gotta get the height, turn around, not lose the height. Oh, there we go. Oh, Louis is looking incredibly comfortable now. Good job managing their height there, not hitting the goal. Spit, jump, they're in. They're in. I'm sure Louis got a handle on this now. Gotta do their wiggles and their wobbles. Get under there, get your key. Oh, they can taste it. They see victory. They're sizing it up. They know they got to do 2. They're through. They hold on to the key, and Louis Duce is clear number 5. GG. Massive clear there. Beautiful overworld as well. Absolutely incredible job. That is, man, this is the level to get through. This is hard stuff. I'm really impressed to see anyone clearing it. GG, Louis. Well done. We have JCS, Nick's kills, Myths, Curtis, Tridiz, and Germ Dove. And Nick's, we were seeing really good attempts out of Nick's kills earlier. So oh, look at that recovery. Are we seeing the style points coming out of Nick's here? My goodness. I believe that was unless I am wrong, that was an off-screen shell jump to save and recover the attempt. And we're seeing exactly what Flips was explaining to us before. This ladder climb method right here. And we're seeing okay, so Nyx just has to get the rhythm, and I think they can do exactly what Flip said earlier to get through there. And that, I mean, that'll be huge for them as long as they can get that rhythm to work. Because I mean, as we all know, that Galumba walk has been a giant sticking point for pretty much everyone. Hitting the 0 speed there from Germ Dove. And again, it's you can see them try to get the rowing motion started, but the going through the process in your head of making sure you have non-zero momentum in a direction and then turning to face the opposite direction to then start being able to get height, all while falling. It's tough on the brain. There we go, perfect. Now see how Germ Dove was, they accidentally land, but really good approach up to that point, getting the shell in their mouth while going slow enough to not splat against the wall so that they can just pop the opposite direction, neutral, keep that speed going, and then start the tongueless flight. Really good, mentally, logically, all perfectly there, and just unfortunately dipped a little too far. All right, there we go. Good transition into the tongueless there. Good movement. They're lower, Germ Dove's lower than they want to be, but they recovered cleanly. And they lose it for just, it only takes one input. Now that was just, they're doing exactly what they needed to do, and they just held on to the left on the D-pad for a couple frames too long. Yoshi turns around, you just don't recover in time, and again, this is all happening while you're falling, and you're falling pretty fast. Ooh, Nick's going for the shell jump in the bucket there. Germed up, not able to get the height. Curtis back up to the Galumba. And they knew they needed the speed. They're just trying to wait as long as possible. Germ Dove with the speed control there. And they couldn't. They're off screen, and understandably, you still have to time everything, which is a lot harder to do when you can't see Mario. Curtis and Germ Gov going down at just about the same place. Okay, good. It was a good recovery from Curtis that drifted too far, once again getting stuck by the shell. And Germdo trying to just recycle the whole attempt there, but unfortunately drops it. JC with another shot. They were a little low when they approached the wall there. I mean, you can see the thought process. Again, all these players know what to do. Just getting your hands to cooperate is very difficult sometimes. JC is trying to get the height there. Germ Dove. Oh, unfortunately, can't recover. Germdub not getting the height again and landing, unfortunately. Nix with a really, again, the strat is there. They need to adjust their timing a little bit because they're getting caught out with the wall disappearing as they're trying to line up another tongueless movement. Germdub a little low. That was recoverable, but was a nasty position. Good attempt from Germdove there. Couldn't imagine doing cape, let alone Yoshi fly. Like all things in Mario, it's, you know, practice does make perfect. But yes, yeah, Yoshi flight is a difficult and sometimes mind-bending practice. Oh, good at the... Oh! And Nix recovered that, but unfortunately being wedged up against the on-off there, they weren't going to get enough speed to creep underneath it. I do love the way that Nix is approaching this obstacle. And they're through again. They're losing height. And they can't recover. Unfortunately, they dropped a little too fast there that time. Ended up getting swept off Yoshi instead of getting the shell jump. All right, and Curtis again back to the Galumba. They get a little flustered. Germdove can't get another movement there, and they end up just landing by accident. Curtis back to the Galumba again. Good speed control. Excellent, excellent. I think they're getting through. They are. Now they just need to regain composure and get that key. Oh, good switch between tongue and tongueless there. Oh, and they miss a little bit of an input. They just need to, again, composure. It's all about composure. It's all about composure. That's right. All right. They've just about got the height. Okay, they've got it. They've got it. All right. Now we just need to avoid, but not be shy about height. Okay. I love a good pause strat. Cheers to Curtis tried his. No, but oh, they're stuck in a bad position. They were stuck. They did not get the height that they wanted. That was, I have endless respect for a cheeky pause strat. I think that was wonderful. They just were really narrowly unfortunate, both with the phase of flight that they were in and their position against the wall or their height. Really close there. But Curtis has seen everything now. They've seen everything. They know exactly what they need to do and where they need to do it. Unfortunate. Nick's making the climb again. Oh, they lose a little bit of rhythm there, but it looks like they recover. Curtis catching up to them. Oh no, that was again really good trading off there with Curtis switching between the two strats or the two techniques. Oh, and there we go. Nyx has found the rhythm. Okay, they just need to be careful now. They don't go sailing into the goal tape. They see the construction. They know what's going on. All right, Nick's trying to get the height to get to that key. Germ Dove and Curtis right back to the Galumba section. Curtis drops it right in the last segment. Oh, and again, Nyx with just one moment of zero speed when they're not expecting it, and all of a sudden you're plummeting. And Curtis right back to it. Germ Dove was right in line with them, but then drops. Nyx taking a second there, thinking it through, and Bunker Games rejoining us. And both Curtis and Germ Dove kind of losing composure at the same exact spot. It's hard to get climbing confined spaces. Tough to do sometimes. All right, good control from Curtis here. Very narrowly avoiding landing, and I think it looks like that Nyx might have fallen offline as well. Oh, good work there from Curtis. Good work there from Curtis. unfortunate. It looks like we're shortly going to be joined by Jank Pickle. Just got to get through a Twitch agreement there. Bunker Games. Oh, Bunker Games just fallen there right before the Galoomba. Good throw from Jank Pickle there. Jank Pickle is seemingly kind of taking the Nyx Kills Myths approach to that setup there. Just nice, quick, fluid, rapid motion. Maybe getting a nice shell jump just to round out the style. Germdub getting the shell, not getting the recovery. Good control from Curtis there, going back and forth again between tongue and tongueless. And just not quite getting the movement they wanted there. They have the system mapped out in their head. It's real easy to be a little early or a little late on some inputs. And Curtis right back to it. Turned up again, just not getting that recovery. It's a deviously tough spot right there, right after you get that shell in your mouth. Oh, and Curtis is casually through. I think Curtis has mastered the Galoomba walk at this point. Now they just gotta recover once they get to the other side. And turned up again. It's sometimes really hard coming down from there. You start plummeting so fast, it's easy to get scared that you're just not going to get movement and get height quickly enough. There we go. Now Germdub getting the motions they want. That was just a misclick by Germdub there. I think they just scraped across the A button. Happens. Evil? I would say that I think Shovda would probably say she does not make things that are evil, just pleasantly sinful. Ooh! Germdub trying really hard there and then getting stuck facing the wrong way. BK no like Yoshi fly. Good work from Germdub there. Good work from Curtis, who is almost, but recovering well. Oh, really playing with the edge of that gold tape. Oh, and I think I could see it. Curtis was just praying that key was just gonna end up in Yoshi's mouth. Unfortunately, it did not work out that way. Yoshi pump and a GDQ level, a very small amount, very small amount. Curtis taking the tumble there, or Jerndo taking the tumble. Sorry, Curtis right back. Oh, and I saw what they wanted to do. They tried to flip back to the tongueless flight. Just misaligned the inputs there. Jank Pickle also taking a tumble at the same spot. Bunker Games taking a second there. You need that sometimes. Curtis right back to it. Considering flipping to the tongueless there. Reaping the long-term rewards of making Shovda play Volpe Senpai. Flips, is this truly just part of your master plan? Your grand designs? Flips playing 5D chess, planning out Shovda creating this level years ago. And Germdub has decided, after spending enough time doing the careful flight navigation around that corner after the shell, they have decided, you know what if I just go? And I respect a little what if I just go. Flip said, I need more Cave Cavers, and she found a way to make it happen. Flips is the mastermind. Germdub again taking an accidental landing there. Curtis maintaining composure, getting through. And like I said before, they're doing as much as they can. They're approaching that shell spit in exactly the same way. Same height, same position. They've got that good, reliable rhythm there, and I think that's helping them get so many more attempts. And it's a thing that happens naturally, but it's also, I think, a thing if you're playing Kaizo at home. It's a good thing to keep in mind that don't assume that you found the best approach, but once you find an approach that's comfortable, trying intentionally to make sure you do it the same way every time will help you get through faster. You can get Shovda to play it, you know, she'll get other people to play it. You're spreading the good word of Kate. Germdub still going. Germdub trying to carve out essentially what we saw Nyx Kills Myths doing. The rapid approach to this. I think they're just kind of tired of losing attempts to just like catch in the corner right below where you get the shell while trying to, you know, get flight to work, which I completely understand, but it is definitely a hard. Oh, and look at that movement off screen, man. I thought Germdub moved an entire screen while I had assumed that they had just fallen. Albatross, Curtis tried his new hack. Interesting. look at all the cape work that has been going on behind the scenes. Good work from Jank Pickle there. Unfortunately, just couldn't quite recover it. Excellent work from all of these gamers, incidentally. Everyone that's on the screen, everyone that has cleared already, everyone that gave it their best shot. This is really, really, really hard stuff. Curtis closing in on the Galumba section again. Again, we've seen them gain a lot of confidence in. I think they were too focused. I saw it. I think they really lasered in on, am I gonna hit this question block and get that Galumba spawned? And you start thinking too hard about one thing, you sometimes forget to think about other things, like, am I holding on to my D-pad too long, and am I going to accidentally turn my Yoshi around? Accidental speed loss there. Ooh, Germ Dove finding a rhythm here, maybe finding a new approach. They're still working out the kinks. Curtis narrowly avoiding landing there. And they miss an input, but they don't panic. They are recovering. Good speed, good control, good awareness. All right, and Curtis is through again. And they get a little ahead of themselves. They didn't establish speed in the opposite direction. Bunker Games taking the landing again, unfortunately. And doing a little fun little Yoshi elevator there just for style and amusement. Bunker Games, we see that and appreciate it. And Curtis right back to it. We've really seen Curtis develop the consistency for this section. Mistakes can still happen, but we've seen a lot of consistency develop for Curtis there. They just have to get that key in Yoshi's mouth, and we might be seeing another clear soon. Ooh, Germ Dove recovering. Hopefully they can get back up. You know, they say, and you know what, at this early in the level, I don't mind that from Germ Dove. Sometimes you can throw an attempt away. It's only gonna take you a couple seconds to get back there in better position. Ooh, unfortunate little speed mishap for Germ Dove there. Ooh, Bunker Games with a chance there. They got the off-screen shell jump. Could not recover. Curtis back to the Galumba. They needed the speed. They're hesitant. So what are they thinking now? They're considering respawning, but they know they can't respawn the Galumba. We can all agree that Yoshi is a horse. I think that is canonically established. There's an entire level about that. Yes, there is. You can tell because he lays eggs. I think that's right. I think that is... I do remember learning that. Germ Dove a little low there. They're going to try to recover. Jank Pickle with another shot at the Gloomba part. They know they need speed, and they don't react quickly enough. Curtis approaching again. Oh, and dropping the speed there. Unfortunately, Germ Dove going back to the approach they were using before, not trying to rush through that, just taking an unfortunate landing there. Curtis right back to it. Oh, excellent speed from Curtis there. They are through seamlessly. Now let's see if they can find their composure and get this key. One or two missed inputs. They must be getting nervous. I understand it. And they get the turnaround. Oh no, they're fully off screen. Can't see it, can't recover. Hi CJ, it is me. We are watching some scary horse flying gameplay. Ooh, wonderful. Yes, that was flight storage of one kind or other from Germ Dove there. Nice movement off of that shell jump. Now they're just trying to keep the attempt alive, which they can't quite do. Germ Dove going back, trying the quick attempts there, or the quick approach. A horse that lays eggs, the only kind we know. Oh, and I think Curtis has called it there. And GG, wonderful attempts. Now JCS joins us again. And I think I am getting word it is 10 p.m. Eastern as the solid 2-hour block. And I think we are going to start rolling on out of here. GG's to every one of these gamers, everyone that is that showed up for this level. Fantastic clears from everyone that cleared, fantastic attempts from everyone that showed up today. And I think we are going to find a place to send all of you. I think Germ Dove, maybe a good target. They've been doing good work here, as is everyone else. And I think maybe we'll see a nice spicy clear out of them sometime soon. But again, thank you everyone for showing up this week to ROM Hack Races week 324. It has been an absolute pleasure. Again, I'm RB Pimlico, filling in while all of the cool kids are off at GDQ. I've had a fantastic time hanging out with all of you tonight. I hope you all had fun as well. Thank you all so much for being here. Please, everyone, take care of yourself, take care of each other, hold on to your friends. Thank you so much for being here. and let's go spend some time with Germ Dove.